These are the latest airstrikes against an enemy that has so far proved almost immune to an aerial assault. The footage of the bombs striking against Islamic State inside Anbar province has been released by the Iraqi Air Force. Coalition warplanes have conducted over 3,000 strikes against IS in Iraq and Syria since August last year. But they failed to halt the advance of the murderous jihadists. On the ground, Shia militia have been deployed to lead the fight back, to try and recapture Ramadi. These Iran-backed fighters have proved more useful than an army more prone to flight than fight.
Thanks to Almighty God, we will never leave this district, though we have been subjected to pressure and attacks by Islamic State militants. After Iraqi troops had setbacks, we have remained steadfast in the district, and we will never allow IS militants to enter.
The fall of Ramadi in Iraq was followed by the taking of Palmyra in Syria, two of Islamic State's most significant victories in almost a year. Syrian state TV reported on Sunday the slaughter of hundreds of women and children inside the historic city. A report not independently verified, but given some credibility, given IS's barbaric record. The advance of the jihadists has once again led to the call for a more effective international military solution.
There are times when you have to think the unthinkable and do the least worst course of action. And if we currently can't succeed just by airstrikes and by training and equipping the indigenous ground forces in the local area, then we may have to do more. Because this problem is not going to be wished away. I'm afraid it's going to have to be brought to a conclusion on the ground, and I'm afraid that means the defeat and the destruction of ISIL.
But there is no support for what will be a long and deadly war.
War has to be won by the people that are most affected. It's the Iraqis, the Syrians, and we've got to provide them help with our allies, as we're doing, but this is not a war on the ground for British troops.
The failure to check Islamic State has seen this. More families adding to the millions already displaced. And this is the misery we can see. We have yet to witness the full horror from which they are fleeing. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.